It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Homer Bailey is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
At the plate, Danny Santana. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Arizona, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
A ball and no strikes.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Hit out towards second. Peraza right there on to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman number 44.
In now, Paul Goldschmidt. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bouncing ball hit to Frazier down at third. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Looking solid through the first frame. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Patrick Corbin will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Striding into the box, Jimmy Childers. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
And here's Jose Peraza. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Childers leads off second with nobody out. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He swings and misses. Throw down. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
One out, nobody on. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Popped him up. Lamb has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Hero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. And with Great American being one of the best hitters parks around, no surprise that he's a much better hitter here in Cincinnati than out on the road. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Bases are empty here with two men out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
He'll try again, 1-2. And another foul ball. Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Blanco takes it in. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. And you should take a look at the splits here. He's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. His lifetime numbers against Bailey. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Here's a high pop-up. Mesoraco has a play. 1 out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on the Todd father. Soft hands, big-time arm across the diamond, and former home run derby champion. And he's from Jersey. Don't hate.
Striding forward, Josh Reddick. And we'll see if he's able to stay locked in. Without a doubt, one of the hotter hitters on this ball club right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there. 1-0. Bases are empty. One man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
So stepping in, Jake Lamb. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Reddick leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. One and one to count to Jake Lamb. The 1-1 home. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that's a fair ball as this will rattle up into the corner. He'll get it into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. His lifetime numbers against Bailey: 2 hits in 7 tries. He pulls this one into right. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 8, shortstop, Andres Blanco.
Coming in for his first at-bat, Andres Blanco, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. All even at 1 apiece. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. No balls and a strike to count. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Batting seventh, third baseman.
Here's Todd Frazier now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on MLB Network from Great American Ballpark. Stepping into the box, Patrick Corbin, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Patrick Corbin.
First offering on its way. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Childers has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Danny Santana flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider.
1-0.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Well, fastball count there yielded fastball, Mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Two balls and no strikes.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Now the 2-0. Lifted the other way out to left center. Schebler moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. McElroy looks up and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. 19th home run for him on the season, and it gives the Diamondbacks a 3-1 lead.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Sanchez brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner in there for a base hit. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue. At least one more batter.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-0 pitch. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
Grounded back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came
from. Jake Lamb standing in now. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Sanchez on second. Reddick at first. 2 out in the inning. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 3-1 Arizona. Leading off the inning, Kenny McElroy, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And he's safe. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Diamondbacks have elected to...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Into the box, Homer Bailey. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In now, Jimmy Childers. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still trail it here 3-1. Settling in now, Gregory Polanco will match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. Bailey gets the sign. Here it comes on 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Stepping in now, Andres Blanco, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Patrick Corbin. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Danny Santana, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. McElroy moves over, and that's the third out. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they hang on to a 3. Striding in, Jose Peraza will start things off here for Cincinnati with Joey Votto to follow next.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Number 19, Joey Votto.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Joey Votto. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Santana is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. So close, but not enough on the fly ball there, and that's a story these guys have heard before as we take a look at the list of teams with the fewest home runs this year. And as you see there, they find themselves 2 from the bottom, 13th place in the National League. Stepping into the box, Mark Trumbo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Reds strand a couple. Score holds, it's 3-1. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. McElroy is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. There's a strike.
We're playing 12. 1-2.
At third, here's Frazier. And quickly, there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Line drive to left. Schebler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. He's still down, though, by a count of 3-1. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Center fielder, Kenny McElroy.
So digging in now, Kenny McElroy. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And it's 1-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Just hung in there on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Back up the middle. Marte gloves it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Up next for Cincinnati, Edgar Homer.
Now at the plate, Homer Bailey. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and two. 2 out, nobody on. Hit back toward the mound. Backhanded. Throw won't get him.
You know, D-Row, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
High in the air down the right field line. Reddick has a read on it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready for another shot now, Josh Reddick. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Josh Reddick.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Bailey into his motion. Here's the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. So 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And it appears as though that's going to be all for Homer Bailey. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Hector Santiago comes into work out of the bullpen now. And Dan, are you surprised that the starter's day is done?
I am a little, Matt, but this is one of those moves that people will debate forever. I think he could have pitched a little bit longer, but I understand the idea of bringing a lefty in to face this upcoming left-hander as well. So we'll see how this works out.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Peraza is calling for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Fouled away. Santiago is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Reddick, base runner at first with 1 out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. is a fastball that misses. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Lifted the other way to left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. No, the call is that he trapped it.
Well, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that, a lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Standing in now, Andres Blanco, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. To second for one. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network. Striding in once again, Jose Peraza. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. In there for strike one, 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
In is Joey Votto now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Into the corner and slicing foul. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss by Votto, and he'll head back to the dugout as out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out. Reds are down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Patrick Corbin. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Patrick Corbin.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. And this will land foul. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And that one just missed outside. Slow grounder to first. Votto moving to his right, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Danny Santana.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Danny Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped weakly to the left, but it gets fouled. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried a change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2. Swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Ketel Marte. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Shebler, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, and it's still 3-1. Standing in, Devin Mesoraco. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Marte ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And that brings up Scott Shebler. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. There's a swinging bunt up the line. throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with two as they finally get another base runner on. He stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready on 1 and 2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fans. It kind of put balls in the seats right there. The 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
0-1 the count. Frazier at second. McElroy on at first with 2 down. This is skied into short left center. Blanco over to his right. And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Reds 1. Julius Hendrick has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Julius Hendrick.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Paul Goldschmidt.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is skied out toward right. Trumbo giving chase. 2 gone. Now batting, Josh Reddick. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. This is pulled into right. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. Ready now for Cincinnati, Jimmy Childers. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And now a pitch on the way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Now in the box, Jose Peraza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Changeup in for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Strike 2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So striding forward now, Joey Votto. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Score holds. It's 3-1. Wandy Peralta enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Into the box now, Jake Lamb. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Jake Lamb.
From the stretch. Now a ball hit hard towards center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Fly ball out toward left center field. Schebler has a beat on it, makes the play, 1 away. Now to the plate, Andres Blanco. He was a double play victim last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Robbie Grossman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 36, Robbie Grossman.
In there, no balls and a strike. Lamb over at second. Blanco at first, one gone. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Boy, check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Santana. He went down on strikes last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
No strike.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. McElroy is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Archie Bradley comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's Mark Trumbo now, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Reddick is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Blanco loves it. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder, Scott Shebler.
And that brings up Scott Shebler. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The Reds down to their last strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And they'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Arizona Diamondbacks led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
Patrick Corbin
earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Archie Bradley hammers down the save, his 21st of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon was the victorious Diamondbacks. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Reds, 1 run, 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Patrick Corbin. His record is now 6-3. The loss goes to Homer Bailey. He falls to 3-5. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.